In this video, I'm going to teach you how to do a dopamine detox. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I found that I was in need of one. And so I want to share with you how I get out of this and how I reset when I'm in need of one. The times you might find yourself needing a dopamine detox is when you find little to no enjoyment in your normal activities. This sounds really bad. It sounds like you're addicted to like hard drugs and stuff like that. But in a way, we kind of are. In this sense, we are addicted to something that is either giving us cheap pleasures or causing us to, like I said, no longer feel that excitement and vigor in life, whether it's doing exercise, hanging out with people, or just doing day-to-day activities that might not be as exciting. The reason this happens is oftentimes related to our addiction to our social media, our addiction to our phones and these cheap pleasures. So this could come in the many ways of social media itself, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, short form content, something that I preach is just the devil working against you. And like I believe you should understand, is that all these big companies are trying to steal your attention because they want you to be weak so that you can no longer fight against them when it comes to that. When they come to take your money, when they come to take your houses, when they come to just destroy us by giving us ultra processed food. Anyways, without being a conspiracy theorist, I want to teach you how to get away from that, how to enjoy life, how to love what you do. All the hard things that you think are hard are actually become easy when you dopamine detox. And I'm not gonna get scientific into it. I don't wanna talk about dopamine detox from like a neurotransmitter way, a biological way, because you're never gonna just detox your dopamine. You're not gonna get rid of these things. That's not the point of this. It's to just give yourself a reset so that you can actually perform the way you want to for the things that matter to you. For me, for example, that's going to the gym, enjoying my workouts. That's having fun actually tracking my calories so that I'm in a caloric deficit. Having fun cooking, having fun spending time with my partners, with my friends. That's what's important to me. And I just found over the last few weeks that that has not been the case. The reason for that is because I re-downloaded Facebook because I was looking for a place to live. And when that happens, you look through Marketplace and then you just continuously start to doom scroll on Marketplace or on the newsfeed, and that takes away a lot of the pleasure that you have in your life. So let's get to it. How do we actually start a dopamine detox? And the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna use the thing that you're with the most, and that is your cell phone. My cell phone is where I'm looking at right now. And so I can't really just show you what I will do, but I will tell you what I would do. I am dopamine detoxing. I am personally taking 1 week to dopamine detox and to just get away from all those cheap pleasures, those cheap highs that you get from your phone. So what am I doing? I deleted social media. I deleted my Facebook. I deleted, well, I don't have Instagram or TikTok, but I would delete those things. But I deleted another big one for me, and that's YouTube. I don't watch short form content ever, basically anymore, but YouTube in itself, even those hour-long videos, even those like really algorithmically productive learning videos that you will love to watch, I'm taking a break from it. 1 week, that's it. Just not on my phone. Take it all off. The second thing I'm doing to my phone is I'm grayscaling it. And by doing that, you basically make your phone look less exciting. And by making it look less exciting, the less likely you are gonna pull out for it when you're waiting in line at a grocery store while you're doing nothing. It's because by making it grayscale, it doesn't look that stimulating. So you're not getting that hit, you're not getting that excitement, that reward for opening your phone, like the phone companies want, like the apps want you to do. So grayscale it, delete your social media. The next thing I want you to do is take a break from your AirPods or your headphones. Spotify, listening to music and stuff like that, that's not the worst thing you can do. But what I'm doing personally is I'm taking a break from it. I am not bringing my AirPods to the gym. I'm not, listening to a podcast while I clean the house. I'm just taking a break. I'm letting my ears take a break from everything, from the Bluetooth Radeons or whatever crazy tinfoil hat shit I could talk about. But anyway, those three things alone for 1 week will help you reset your reward system and what you find you can focus on. Another thing why I need to do this is because I lacked focus on the basic things that I was doing. Like I said, being in a caloric deficit, working out hard in the gym, just like my day-to-day tasks, my to-do lists were just not getting done. And that's because I just found myself sitting and doom scrolling places to rent. And then with that came with like, oh, maybe I need a new vehicle. Maybe I need new stuff. It just got me into this place where I was just overwhelmed. And so the second thing I want you to do, apart from fixing your phone completely for the next week, is only do things that are like analog. And so reading is my big one. I always recommend reading. Try and read every time you think you got to pull out your phone. Every time you want to doom scroll, every time you want to watch a YouTube video, just pull out a book and read. And you might get 5 minutes in, you might get 1 page in. That doesn't matter. What you're trying to do is slowly build this muscle so that you can actually continue to read, to increase your focus, to become more excited, to find excitement in the boredom. That's the biggest thing with this, is we no longer know how to be bored. And that's because of our phones, because of everything is so exciting nowadays. It's like if you ever go to Japan, it's all just neon lights, just flashing, blaring at you. And honestly, it gets so annoying because it's so overstimulating. And that's what your phone is doing to you. You are literally transporting yourself into Tokyo every single day by just like looking at your phone, looking at notifications, and just getting eye fucked basically by your phone. By reading, you're just looking at a piece of paper, you're just staying focused. That is helping you grow that muscle, grow that focus muscle. That's gonna help you achieve the things that you wanna achieve instead of just watching other people do the same shit on YouTube and achieving the goals that you wanna achieve. It gets you out of that, you're an audience member looking at someone do something and actually becoming that person. So that's another thing you can do. The next thing is going for walks or just training without, like I said, headphones, music, anything. Just do simple things that will increase your capacity and increase your boredness level. That's what we're really trying to do. Like I said, the phone takes you away from boredness. Anytime you need it, you can just click it, open up, random notifications, random pictures of people, there you go. But when you don't have this, you start to see more enjoyment through the little things in life. You're going out for a walk, you see some birds chirping, maybe see two dogs scrapping. It could be anything like that. And that's where you start to find more excitement in life. And that's when you break away from this addictive, behavior that you've been doing. And the third one is, it's pretty simple as well. And it's just eating whole foods, just for 1 week. You don't have to make it your lifestyle. You don't have to do any of this stuff, but trying to stay away from processed foods that give you that cheap dopamine hit is what's really gonna help you really do this well. I want you to do this because I don't want you to be, just another person on YouTube watching people live their lives, live their dreams, going out and doing everything that they want to do, and you're just watching them living vicariously through them. No, I want you to become that person. And you do that when you can find excitement in the little things, the boring things, because anyone who's done anything ever that's like great, like becoming a professional athlete or whatever you deem great, has done it by doing the boring thing more often than you and coming in every single day and doing it. You want to lose weight? I'll tell you what, you can just be in a caloric deficit, but if you can't do it for the long term, you're never going to do it. You're going to yo-yo back. So until you get used to doing the boring things day in, day out, you'll never achieve the goals that you want to do. You'll never do the big, crazy, exciting things that you watch others do on you. I want you to live that life. I think you can do it. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling like you can't focus on anything, try a dopamine detox. Just listen to these 3 steps. Do it for 1 day. Do it for a weekend. Do it for 1 week. See how you feel. See how much more excitement you can get out of the mundane, boring things in your life. And then you'll just see how hard work becomes something that you want to do. It becomes more exciting. And then after a week, maybe you like it. Maybe you don't want to go back on social media. Maybe you start creating your own YouTube videos, your own YouTube channel. Maybe you start to write your own book. Maybe you start to train for an Ironman. Maybe you start to do something great, bigger than the mediocre goals you've had so far. With that, always remember to rep the set, and I'll see you in the next one.